Hello and welcome to the right handbag. If you're new here, my name's Melissa and my channel is dedicated to helping you find the right handbag. And today I'm going to be talking about an SLG or small leather good. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot thank you all enough for your support and your kindness and your humor. You make every day better for me. So thank you for that. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how I got this vintage Louis Vuitton key pouch from Japan for $281. I'm going to tell you the process, how I find deals over there, and what I ended up paying with tariffs and duties in the United States, and everything you need to know about buying from the site that I bought this from. So let's talk about that. But first, let's talk about the shirt. Some of you may notice a tag here. It's there because I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it yet. I'm going to let you all tell me, is this shirt too baggy? Because my hands are not there. Now, baggy shirts are great. I bought the shirt because I had a shirt like this in the 80s that I absolutely loved, and Free People made this, and I had to grab it. But is it too big? I don't know. It feels like, wow. You tell me. Then I'll decide if I'm going to keep it or return it. So anyway, let's get to the key pouch. And I want to talk to you about why I got this in the first place. It may shock some of you, but out of all the Louis Vuitton items I've had, I've never had the item that everybody loves the most, which is the key pouch. I just never did it. And then when the multicolor release for January was announced, I was like, okay, I'm going to get the key pouch. I'm going to have one and I can use it as a bag charm. And I was totally excited about it. And I waited and I waited and I waited, and it showed up and it was in terrible condition. I will link to the short below where I had a little angry moment. And I had an angry moment because I have never gotten an item from Louis Vuitton that was in that horrific condition. And the canvas was, to me, terrible. It didn't feel like Louis Vuitton at all. It felt like something you'd get at like a $5 or less store kind of situation. But you can see the images of it in the short. It was not good, and I did return it. And then I thought, well, one thing people don't complain about is vintage. So I wanted to get a vintage piece. I thought, you know, they're a little bigger. They have this little side pocket, which I love. And maybe I can find one in good condition. So this is the one that I found. And I found it on a site called Elady from Japan. From what I understand, it's like a Japanese eBay. I have bought from this site a lot. I have bought wallets. I have bought bags. I have bought bandeaus. I bought my husband a tie. I have bought a lot from this store or site. Now, I bought a lot before the current administration removed, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right, the Minimis exemption. That exemption allowed you to import items under $800 for no tariff or fees. So that, I believe, I will double check it and put it on the screen. I believe it was from like the 1920s that $800 limit was set, and it never went up. I mean, maybe it should have gone up a little more, but it didn't. But I still got great items from there with no tariff fees, so I bought a lot from there. And I like the site. There's some things for you to know about the site if you're going to use it. Number one, you got to change it over to English. Number two, because it's been kind of like translated into English, the way things that you search for things, their phrasing is different than ours. Like this is a pochette key clay. And often clay is just CLE, not CLES. Sometimes it is CLES. It all depends on how people enter it, because a lot of people list their products here and they're all named something different. There's no uniform thing. So to find a key pouch is not as easy as you might think, because other things will get pulled in. So as you're looking through the site, you can add items to a wish list. And I suggest that you do that because you will never find it again. You'll be really bummed. There's so many items on this site. There's filters there. So if you did multicolor key clay, you still want to click on Louis Vuitton to filter it down. so it knows exactly which designer or brand you want to stick with. The other thing that you need to know is, and I'm going to pull this up on the screen for you so you can see it, is they have a ranking system. And I have this open on a random page. So there's N, which is never new and never used. NS, never used. It's a display item. S, used but in mint condition. SA, used, hardly any traces of damage. Then there's just A, which is used. There's a few signs of usage, but overall in good condition. Then there's AB, used, traces of usage, scratches, dirt can be seen, but generally in good condition. And then B means it's kind of got some issues. Now, all of these are great, but you have to examine the images because the images are what tells you the story. Whoever uploads these may, by accident, choose the wrong ranking. You have to look at them. There's also a description of the product where they tell you some issues, and sometimes they're accurate. Most of the time they're accurate, sometimes they're not. So always examine all of the pictures very carefully before you choose. Now, there were 2 of these for sale, and the other one, as of this video, is still up there. This one was, I want to make sure I have my numbers right for you, $521, but I got it for $281. So let's talk about that. When you go to this website, there is a sale little box you can click on. When you click on that, they have a coupon code. Standard 28 to 35% is almost always there. And then they do times where it's anywhere from 43% to 46% to 49%. 49% is usually big holidays. I happen to choose to move on the 46% day. So I had this one saved and another one that was a little bit nicer. They said it was in like A condition. But I looked at the pictures and I thought they looked about the same. But that one, because it was A or high up there, was with the coupon code was still $500. And I thought, well, I really just want to get this and really figure out what are the fees going to be? What are the tariffs and duties going to be? I don't want to do it on a very expensive item. Let's just go ahead and get this one for $281 and see how it ends up. And the pictures looked fine, and it showed up, and it's fine. So I'm going to try and stand up and show this to you so you can see. All of the multicolor print is in fantastic condition. I mean, there's not even a scratch on it. The glazing, we've seen this on the vintage multicolor pieces, even not the multicolor. It's this like red thing. It's smooth. It's not sticky. It obviously looks a little older, and it is. I think this thing's 13 years old. The inside had a little dirt on it, but it wiped right off. I don't know if you can, which side is it on? It's made in Spain. I don't think you can see that. And then the leather here, I think that is leather, is in great condition. I mean, this thing is amazing. So whoever uploaded it might have put the wrong ranking on it, and because they did, it was cheaper. I don't know. This thing is fantastic. So I urge you, if you're going to do it, save things into your wish list, be ready to lose them if it doesn't work out, and wait for the right coupon code. Just wait. And even the hardware doesn't have any big scratches on it, which I'm kind of impressed by. So this is what I got. It was $281. Now, Elady has never charged me shipping ever. So I kind of waited for it, and then I got a shipping notification. It was like 2 or 3 days, and normally it's about a 10-day thing with them. This time it was like 2 or 3 days processing, and then it said it was going to ship and be here on Monday the 16th, which was 3 days away. So I was kind of like, hey, that's nice. And then I saw DHL, and I was like, oh, crap. I've read a lot about DHL and their fees and everything else. So I want to talk to you about HTS codes, or it's harmonized tariff schedule. Okay, there's a HTS lookup, so you can go look this up. When you're going to be charged for an item, you're going to be tariffed in the United States. You're going to be charged for the country of origin and the item itself. Now, I didn't remember what country this was from. I don't know if I saw it in the pictures. It was made from Spain. I thought it was going to be Japan. I was hoping it was going to be Japan, but it was Spain. And then I looked up the code, and it's on my phone, and I'm filming with my phone. So I believe it was 4202.32. I don't know. I will find it and put it on the screen for you. That would have made this as PVC plastic, not leather. That would have been $36. I was comfortable paying $36. But then I saw DHL, and I was like, uh-oh, it's going to be more. So I waited. Sunday came along. It was in Florida. I was like, great. Still said it was going to be delivered on Monday. Monday hits, and suddenly it's on hold. And I have to start looking and calling, and they only have WhatsApp. I was shocked at that. Then I had to argue with a chat bot and then just say, can I speak to a human? And they gave me a phone number. So I called the number, and then I go through the same process of talking to whatever this stupid phone system is and ask for a human, and I finally get an agent, and that agent explains to me that the bill is like $75 and something. And I'm like, no, that can't be right. But here's how that breaks down. DHL charges $17 no matter what to handle your package. Right off the top. Okay? Which doesn't make sense to me because I believe Elady paid them to ship it to me, so they got paid twice. Then the government charges you $1.50 just for having an international package. And then, based on the country of origin, I was thinking and hoping it was Japan. That would have been 15%, but it was Spain, so it was 20%. Then the HTS code that they put on it is what I got charged. It didn't matter that I tried to debate the HTS code. Now, FedEx, UPS, you can debate it and say, no, that's not right, and they'll work with you and make sure the code is right. DHL didn't care. It absolutely didn't care. It was like, hey, if you want this is what you got to pay, and if you don't, then you don't get the package. That's the end of it. So I went ahead and paid it. But in the end, spending a little over $350 was a really good price, because in the United States, I've seen them from $500, not in this condition, with stuff chipped off all over, to the one on Fashion File that is white for $835. So would I have been thrilled with the $281? For sure. Do I think I deserved having to pay DHL $17? No, I don't think I should have paid that. And there is a lot of talk on Reddit that there should be a lawsuit over that, but that's not my business. So I got a pretty good deal on this. It is in great condition. The zipper works really well compared to the other one I had, where I couldn't get the zipper to work unless I pushed the fabric down, and then I could zip or unzip, but only if the fabric was pushed down. So would I rather have this than the new one? Absolutely yes. Absolutely. This looks better. It feels better. It's better quality. It's so cute. I love the little tiny monogram on it. And I can't say enough about this. So, for me, having my debit card on the outside pocket is everything. With my license, I also love that money fits down in here with room to spare, because I have the coin card holder and the Romy card holder, and you have to really kind of push the cash down and be very careful when you do this, or the money will get kind of caught in the zipper. I have, let's look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's put 9 in here. and I'll show you what it looks like. I want to make sure I'm not hitting the chain. With 9 cards inside, some cash, and 2 there. It's not that big. Now it is a little bit bigger than, there's a fuzzy thing, than the pocket organizer that I typically use, because the pocket organizer is 4 by 3 and this is 4.7, wait, I'm sorry, 5 by 3.5. So it's a little bigger overall, but I think it might be a little thinner than my pocket organizer when it's stuffed. So if you were wondering about a regular key pouch and how it compares, again, this is a 5-inch base and the new key pouch is 4.75. The height on this is 3.5 and the new one is 2.75, and they're both 0.5 width. So I got my multicolor key pouch. It's just a vintage. For being 13 years old, I think it's in fabulous condition. I could not ask for more. I am happy with the price of this, and I will probably continue to look at Elady again for deals. Not that I need anything. And then I want to mention real quick Zenlux, because Zenlux is another great Japanese site to buy from. I actually got, if I can hold it up right for you, this amazing Louis Vuitton bag chain from them. I mean, it weighs a lot. I mean, it's a lot. But I got it for like $310. I don't know why. So if you're looking through Elady and you're not thrilled with the price, even with the coupon code, go to Zenlux and look for the same item. And the reason why is I often find the same items listed on both, and the price points are different. Sometimes they're better on Zenlux, sometimes they're better on Elady, and vice versa, right? So I would buy from both of them. Now with Zenlux, I did not pay for the shipping, and it took a while to get here. I don't know if that shifted or not. But no matter who you buy from, if you're buying from Japan, look at the shipping, look at the tariffs, figure out what that's going to be. Because some of these Japanese sites are on eBay, and they have a really good price for an item. But when you scroll down and read it, it'll say $150 in shipping, because they know, well, this is what it's going to cost with the tariffs. So they'll cover the tariffs for $150, or they'll say you're responsible for the tariffs and this is the amount it's probably going to be. So that's something to keep in mind. I do find that the prices on eBay are typically higher. And I know Elady is on Poshmark and the prices are higher because they've got to pay that commission to eBay and Poshmark. So it makes more sense to go directly to the site and buy than to buy through eBay or somewhere else. Overall, I don't regret this. I still think I got a really good deal. And I just want you all to know that if you do it, you're going to pay something. So for $281, I paid $75. And the higher you go, the more it's going to go. So just keep that in mind. But try to go to the HTS lookup and calculate what it will be. Know that leather is going to be more. Exotics are going to be way more, like really expensive. So keep that in mind. Have that knowledge in your head. I think I mentioned it. I'll mention it again. FedEx will work with you more. UPS will work with you more on the HTS codes. I could not get DHL to do it. So that's something to keep in mind. If a Japanese site you want to buy from has who is shipping for them, that might be an incentive or not. It's totally up to you. So if you have any questions or comments, please comment below. If you have more experience with this than I do, I would love to hear from you and get your tips. And if you have any questions for me, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's just Melissa the Right Handbag. And my email is in the description, and I will try to help in any way that I can. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Elady for the fabulous key pouch. I'm very, very excited about. And Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. And if you can, please like and subscribe. And I hope that I get to see you in the next one.